What up, what up, what up? This your boy Bambino. You know what's going on, man. Back again with a video. I just want to quickly say I'm going to be more consistent. I got to be more consistent. But today's topic, this section topic is Kendrick, Lamar, and hip hop, and Drake. But Drake should never poke the bear. You know what I mean? It's like, Drake, it's unfortunate for him um, to learn the hard way, but everybody got to learn the hard way sooner or later. And if you want to talk about music, you want to talk about artistry, Drake is a great entertainer. Drake is a great musical entertainer. He's a great artist too, if you want to, call him that. Because at the same time, there's a quote that says, "A thief steals, an artist takes," or something like that. It's like a thief steals your idea, an artist takes it and improves upon it. And that's probably that's all Drake has been doing. And we kind of tolerate it, even though all of the narratives, and it's almost like he kind of get the privilege pass. You know what I mean? Because anybody else with ghostwriters, anybody else with the culture vulture stamp on them, they kind of get thrown to the wayside. And I respect Drake as an entertainer, but as a black man, as like myself, with my complexion, I tend to gravitate more towards Kendrick Lamar's artistic expression. And it's more impactful, it's more meaningful. That doesn't take anything away from Drake. It just shows that I am more inclined to gravitate towards Kendrick Lamar's music, emotions, and understanding. Now, this all started off a long time ago. They've been throwing shots at each other, but, from the control verse and everything. And Drake, he'll probably throw a bar in there, 2 bars about something. But, you know, I don't think it's right for Drake to be doing what he do. You know, to come into the game a certain way and then let the money change you into this person that you're really not. And it really shows just through the progression of the battle who he really is. And unfortunately, some fans became a casualty because now we don't look at you differently. I don't call myself a fan. I'm not a fan of nobody. I'm a supporter. I support what you got going on. I'm a supporter, and what Drake did with that AI diss track with Drake, Tupac, Snoop Dogg, it was hard, but it was AI. You know what I mean? So it's like how much artistic, uh, how much artistic expression was that yours if it was AI? All right, but it was cool. It was a cool little song. And then Kendrick followed up with Euphoria. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It was cool. It was something different because we never expected it really to go nowhere. We didn't really expect it to be no real beef. You know what I mean? Because if you really just, put the beef in a box, it's really USDA prime beef versus Canadian goose meat. You know what I mean? Like, it's really not nothing to really be bickering about. And in my opinion, Kendrick won. Kendrick won. And the reason why Kendrick won is because he dropped Euphoria. and Drake came back with Family Matters. And Family Matters, it was cool, but let's be real though. We heard that Drake before. We heard him before. We heard that Drake. We heard that flow before. We heard that um, we heard that Drake before. Look, we probably heard that on Scary Lane demos or whatever. We probably heard that. You know what I mean? We heard him speak that way before. So it's like, okay, cool. You know, we appreciate that. Cool. And this is where I say he's an entertainer. Is because when he came back with I believe it was that Family Matters song when he was crushing a van. You know what I mean? Forgive me if I'm wrong, but when he was crushing the van and I know he made a whole visual for the beef. He was the only one who did that. You know what I mean? I don't think Jay-Z or Nas actually had a visual. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I mean? But it shows more about, oh, I'm an entertainer. I'm here to entertain. Even though the van wasn't the same van, yeah, you sat down at the table like you a mob boss or something. You really not a mob boss. You know what I mean? When you really got to report to people like Jay Prince, you report to. I don't know about that, but just the way you want to present it and package it to us, not that. It was a cool visual though. But then Kendrick came right back with the different title talking about Meet the Grams. So if we just looking at the titles, you talk about Family Matters, and then he talking about, okay, Meet the Grams. So he's showing you a deeper side of, you talk about Family Matters, which is like, okay, sitcom, you know, real surface level. But then when you get to Meet the Grams, it's like, damn, now I'm actually meeting the family. And then he speaks on Sandra and Dennis and Adonis, and he speaks on all these different characters of your family that matters. Like, damn, like how else you gonna one up a nigga? Like, you know what I mean? And then he hit you back. He hit you with a back to back though, like for real though. That Not Like Us. That Not Like Us is crazy. And that is what solidified in my mind that you lost. Because we never heard Kendrick like that before. You, Drake, Aubrey, you push that man pen, you push that man's style to take your shit, take your style, take your gravitas of the club vibe. He took it. Now, song hard, but Drake, man, leave that back there, man. Like, we don't want to have to, because that line you said talking about you rapping like you try to free the slaves. Let me just expound on that real quick. And that's what really hurt my feelings. Like, when I heard that bar, I was like, oh. I almost cry. I'm finna cry right now because you hurt. That hurt, bro. You know, a person of your complexion, you talk about rapping like you trying to free the slaves. What you trying to say, bro? We ain't been in slavery for years, bro, for centuries, bro. And you talking crazy like that? So it shows that you don't identify with Black America, bro. You trying to rap like you trying to free the slaves. What the fuck that even mean? Because at the same time, hip hop was born on revolutionizing. It was born on fighting systematic oppression. And then everything, that bar right there, what you said, that shit disdainful, my boy. I ain't gonna lie. Like, what is we doing all this for? We doing it for money, or we doing it for freedom? Freedom of expression. So that was a big, to me, my boy. Like, you know, Drake, I was just making a playlist, and this is off topic, but I was making a playlist with hard songs of 2024. And Drake, you had about 5 songs on there. After the battle, bro, I had to take them off, bro. You know, I don't like how you could talk tough and then you start singing on the song, and it ain't. I don't believe it, bro. And like you should have just left him alone, bro. You should have left him alone, bro. Like, I don't know how this is gonna reverberate in your career, bro, but you really did yourself a disservice, bro. Trying to pick a fight, pick a battle, a friendly fade, whatever. It's almost like you fighting with your friend, like you fighting with your homeboy on a friendly fade, right? And then you miss a punch, and you punch a spectator, then they start jumping in and beating your ass. That's what you did, bro. Like, you offended me, bro. You offended a certain demographic, bro. And if someone who don't take offense to that, you might have to look at who they really is. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna do too much chit chat, man. Like I said, I think Kendrick Lamar won, even if it's a win lose situation. Drake, we ain't gonna get into that other stuff that he was talking about, bro. That it's a low blow, but in this type of industry, in this type of world, bro, anything goes, bro. You know, anything under the sun goes. So that should tell you a lot about yourself, Drake. Um, you got upset with Pusha T when he mentioned your son. You bowed out. It seemed like when he pulled that same type of card with them little kids and stuff, you kind of bowed out. Talking about the heart, like I'm sending hearts. What the hell? You sending hearts to the nigga now? You could have just, you could have left it with a demon emoji or something, bro. You know what I mean? Smiling or something like, I'll be back. Or something like menacing, bro. You, well, that was just my take on it. I mean, everybody got takes on it. Everybody got takes on it. And I ain't going to draw it out too much. You know what I mean? I can't go in deeper, but what's the point, man? What's the point? We supposed to be uplifting each other. The truth shall prevail. For real, for real. And the real recognize real. So with that being said, man, Bambino out, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Stay up. Be great.